Listen, honey, if you struggle communicating yourself to others, if you always hesitate whether you should go and tell whatever has been bothering you, or where you're overly emotional that you take the side of your pride and choose to stay silent, honey, let me ask you a question. Then who will? Who's gonna speak up for you? Who's gonna tell your truth? Who's gonna be in your head and tell whatever you're going through? Nobody. In this video, I'm gonna teach you step by step how to be so free that you can communicate yourself to anybody. Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Mukaz and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I was raised by a single mother, but my father has been very influential in my childhood. For my father, I needed to be obedient. He wanted me to sit kind of like this, to never lift my chin up, and I couldn't look directly at him because that was a sign of disrespect. And whenever I wanted to talk back something to him, I simply couldn't, because I was afraid, because I was scared, because as a child I was really scared. And a woman in society was not somebody who can express her opinion, because how could I was always told what to do, what to wear, how to look, what to study. So basically I couldn't communicate myself to my father, and I'm sure that it's been a problem in my adult life of why I cannot communicate myself to others, why I find it so hard, why whenever I try to speak my truth, something is in my throat and it's not letting me speak. So when I started connecting the dots, I self-reflected and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna work on it because I need it. I need to be able to speak to others so people understand me more, because communication is a key in everything. So what I did is, step number 1, serve your soul, not your ego. What I mean by this is your ego doesn't want you to develop. Your ego says they should have known. You have too much pride. You cannot just go and tell whatever has been bothering you. Instead, it makes you to stay silent. But what your soul wants, it wants to evolve. It wants to work on something that has been traumatic, that it's giving you signals. And one of the brightest signals is you thinking about it 24/7. I mean, if it bothers you, why would you think about it, right? So your soul is giving you signals. Okay, go and work on it. So whenever you make a decision, think about it here. Is it what my ego wants, or is it something that my soul wants? Step number 2, rip the band-aid off fast. I've recently watched an interview of AB Talks with a famous Turkish actress, and she said something that hit me. She was like, whenever I have a confrontation, or whenever I feel like there has been some miscommunication or something that bothers me or hurts me, I choose to clarify that right there and right now. Because why would I bother? Why would I put extra weight on my shoulders of keeping it with me? So I'd rather choose to communicate and clarify it right away. So I applied it into my life. What led me to this is I was having troubles communicating myself to my sister. So she works a lot and she goes for a walk. I mean, she's trying to be, outdoors. She's just focusing on her life. And I was going through a difficult time. And what I needed is, her company, her support, her love, her energy. Not because I am not confident that I cannot go through it by myself, just because I wanted to be cheered up. I wanted to be told that everything is gonna be okay, and whatever happens, I'm by your side, and I wanted the commitment of time. But what I failed to do is, I was expecting of her to do those things, or to come up and to ask me, like, what's going on? And I subconsciously put a distance between me and her, even though nothing has happened, nothing went wrong. And it was bothering me for quite a while, like for over 2 weeks, and it's been constantly in my head. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna take the advice of this actress and I'm gonna apply it into my life because I feel like I need to work on this. And guess what? Guys, I felt so much peace after just saying whatever has been on my soul like for over 2 weeks. And she met it with such a grace. She thanked me for being brave and for being honest, because that's something that we both cherish in our relationship. And the weight was off my shoulders. Oh, I felt great. I felt proud. So what I'm gonna be doing from now on is I'm just gonna clarify it right there, right now, so I don't have regrets. So I practice, so I get into the habit of clarifying whatever I don't like or whatever bothers me. Step number 3, choose peace over being right and over having pride. I know that being a human involves, a lot of pride. You always want to be right. But at the end of the day, what matters if it's disturbing your peace? What does it matter who goes and talks to a person first? Because you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it to empty that space that has been holding you down. So whenever this kind of situation come up and you feel like you're caught up in your pride or you feel like you're right, screw that. Just go and clarify. Do a favor for yourself. Step number 4, speak it, even if it feels messy. It's really funny because I was thinking in my head, how should I say? How should I communicate? How should I start? What should I say? And I'm like, you know what? Stop it. Just go in a moment and speak whatever comes to your mind and whatever you feel like. Guys, you don't need a rehearsal. You don't need a whole script. You just need to be yourself. It's okay that it doesn't sound right. It's okay that it doesn't sound the way that you imagine it in your head. As long as it's authentic and as long as it's raw and it comes from your heart. We're not in a theater. We're not in a movie. We don't have like, oh, okay, it's a script of your life. This is how you should pronounce your lines. No, we're humans. So be okay with the fact that it's going to be messy at first. But the more you practice it, the better you become. Step number 5. It may be surprising to you, but people cannot read your mind. I know that we accept people to meet our expectations and we're like, oh, they should have known that. I have been giving clear signals. I think that sign was clear enough for him or for her to understand that I'm upset. But you know what? Those people, they're just like you and me. If you were in a situation where a person just, doesn't talk, doesn't communicate, how would you understand what she or he is trying to say? No way you would understand. Accept the fact that it's okay to communicate. This is how real relationships are built. Step number 6, don't let it rot into your body. Guys, I've started researching how the mental health issue has direct effects on your physical health. And it comes from a personal experience. I'm not a medical professional. How I've discovered it. I had a conversation with my therapist. And the day before, I took so much information that I wasn't able to process. I was just listening, taking it all in without responding because I thought that's what the other person needed. And the day after, I started having like severe stomach pain. And I was on the phone with my therapist and she's like, do you want to cancel? I'm like, no, I want to talk about it. And she's like, okay, your stomach hurts. She said, Mukas, what is the stomach responsible for? I was like, digesting food. She's like, exactly. And she asked me, has there been something that you haven't processed yet or you haven't digested yet? I was like, yes. And that was the thing that I couldn't be able to talk back. And it's interesting how this stomach pain has been following me like for 3-4 months. And I went to emergency room like twice or 3 times. And I'm gonna be treating it right now. But I'm like, oh my God, I have to do something about it. So the more you postpone whatever you need to go through and your body literally gives you signals, look, you need to work on this, the more you're gonna hurt and damage your physical health as well. Step number 8, it's not about the conflict, it's about connection. Guys, what you think is that if you have a fight or if you have a conflict, you think that it's gonna lead to something bad or you guys are gonna stop talking. If the person in front of you respects you or values you enough, they're gonna listen to what you're saying. They're gonna try to imply whatever you're saying, because conflicts and fights do grow your relationship. It's where your boundaries come out. It's where your hurt comes out. So whenever you think that if you're gonna go and say whatever has been bothering you to the other party and you think that it's gonna ruin your relationship, don't think about it twice. Just know, in fact, if this relationship is worth having, it's gonna lead to the growth. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helped you, and I ask you to find the courage in yourself to go and resolve your issues. I'm sure that you can do that. You are courageous enough. And I'll see you in the next video. With all my love, Mukas.